What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. 5-3 here in Week 10, tied for first place in the AFC South with the Tennessee Titans, who, interestingly enough, we have not played so far this season. We don't play them until Week 15 and Week 17, and call me crazy, but don't you just get that feeling that it's going to come down to those latter games in the season to determine who is going to finish atop this pretty competitive AFC South? We've been playing really good as of late, but it looks like so has our competitors as well. And I just get the feeling that when we finally come to play the Tennessee Titans, that those games are going to be uber meaningful. So we're here in Week 10. We got the nice dub over the Cleveland Browns last week. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch that video, go back and watch it. It was highly entertaining. And today we're going to be looking to potentially start a streak and get back-to-back W's. We haven't done that in quite a while, and 5-3 is a good record, but 6-3 is even better. Taking a look at how our team is performing and how our opponent, the Detroit Lions, are performing so far this season, we are number 9 in offensive points per game, averaging 28.7 points per game, which is pretty good. Lions are number 11, so they are right there as well. It appears the Lions are very good in passing. They have a top 5 passing unit, having almost 300 passing yards per game. We're number 15 in that category, but take a look at that bottom stat line. We only allow 75.1 rushing yards per game, which is best in the NFL, and we're taking on a team here that appears to be not very good in rushing. Lions only average 81.7, which is 27th in the league. And taking a look at the offensive ranks, we're taking on the 8th ranked offense in the league. We are 16th, so offensively not really performing as high as I would like, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to record. But look at the Lions, number 2 in passing touchdowns. Jared Goff must be slinging that rock like a man on a mission, because they have 26 passing touchdowns rather. We only have 17. We do have the number 1 ranked defense, though. I'm actually surprised about that, but we do. And we don't allow that many touchdowns, and we also force a lot of takeaways as well. So this one could be very interesting. Lions 4-5, and we're 5-3. Hopping into the weekly strategy here, seeing what we got going on here in Motor City. And
no, God, please, no.
It's not Jared Goff. As a matter of fact, it is 62-year-old Tom Brady as their quarterback. Somehow he found his way to Motown, so that would definitely explain the high amount of passing touchdowns. And since we are not taking on Jared Goff now, we are taking on Tom Brady, I think that defending the short pass is definitely going to be the way to go. We know Tom Brady likes to dink and dunk. He loves his tight ends. He loves his slot receivers. So, all right, well, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, we're going to have to play the GOAT himself. And taking a look at our offensive game plan, let's go run inside. I just have a good feeling about that. That hasn't always proven to be the right call, but we're going to do it, and we're going to get one interception. You guys know a lot of times when I choose that option that we end up getting a pick, and I would really like to get a pick today. Of course, you like to get a pick every single day. We're going to go aggressive, 400 plus offensive yards, and as far as our head coach strategy, 15 plus first downs always seems like a safe option to get that little bit of extra XP. I did shift a couple things around with our formation subs, because when I made that trade for Shaq Mason last episode, Madden completely reordered my depth chart and changed up all my formation subs, so we didn't get to see rookie Khalid Kramer too much at all last game, I don't think. So I reordered some of that stuff, and you know, I would like to see him on the field. Got some upgrades here, it would appear. Brandon Wilson. Well, I was gonna tell you guys what I did, and that kind of spoiled it. So let me just go ahead and tell you why you see a quarterback number 13 here, Brandon Wilson. So some of you guys may remember Mr. Brett Hundley was old Damon Sanders' backup quarterback, and now you see B. Wilson here, and you might be asking yourself, what is going on? Who is Brandon Wilson? Well, Brandon Wilson is a subscriber here. Shout outs to you, my brother. He asked me in the comments if he could join the Austin Armadillos. You guys may remember we had rookie Melvin McLeod that I changed to Michael Blount Jr., another subscriber here, and that was due in part to a challenge on a separate video that I won. And Brandon Wilson in the comments asked if he could join this team. So look, we're towards the latter stage of the season. Madden 24 is about to come out. I'm trying to keep things fresh, keep things exciting. So I went ahead and honored his request. And I'll tell you what, if anybody else would like to join this Austin Armadillos team, now that we are getting close to the end of the season, I would be more than happy to honor that. I would like to keep it to auto-generated players. You know, I don't want to change any of the real live players to somebody created. But as far as the auto-generated players, I would be more than happy to honor that request. So if you would like to join the Austin Armadillos, share this video on your social media on Facebook or Instagram, and then add me on any of those platforms so I can see that you shared it. The link to my socials are in the description. And if you would like to join the team, share this video, and I would be more than happy to honor that request. Taking a look at the Lions roster, we have 47-year-old, 25 years in the league, Tom Brady. Just to put that in perspective, in this Madden universe here, Tom Brady has been playing football for a quarter of a century. I mean, that is just absurd. 47 years old, he just refuses to retire. Jared Goff is still here as well, and somehow randomly he is still the captain.
Okay.
So, okay, taking a look at their running backs, they still got DeAndre Swift, and look at this. Look who decided to show his face. It is none other than our former #1 running back, Tony Pollard. Gonna get a chance to have a revenge game against the team that cut him, or I should say traded him for draft capital. So we get to potentially see Tony Pollard again. Very interesting. They got Rashad Penny, and they also got Aaron Ecker as well. So their running back room is deep, man. Fullback, Jimmy Craig, not to be confused with the U.S. Olympic gold medalist goalkeeper that won the 1980 Winter Olympics. Don't ask me how I randomly know that, but I do. So Jimmy Craig is here. Wide receivers, they got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, who looks like they finally changed his picture. His picture was kind of looking weird there. I showed that a couple episodes ago. They got Curtis Samuel, they got Tim Patrick, so nobody that I'm really scared of. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I kind of am scared of him a little bit. TJ Hawkinson and Marcus Butler, the 2-year man from Georgia, are the tight ends. Taking a look at their offensive line, they got the former Ohio State Buckeye Taylor Decker at left tackle. Left guard, they got Jonah Jackson, another Ohio State Buckeye, so there you go. Frank Ragnow is the center, 7-year pro from Arkansas. They got Kevin Zeitler. Their offensive line is pretty good, nothing to be trifled with, nothing crazy, but it's solid. And then, of course, Penei Sewell, their superstar right tackle, is still here in town. Defensive line, they got superstar 2-year pro from BYU, Anton Flynn. I think I remember him from the draft. I think the mock draft may have had us taking him at some point or another, if memory serves. And Keegan McGriff's brother, who went to FAU, Cole McGriff. Not sure if he's really his brother, but this is my Madden universe and my rules, and I say he is. Aiden Hutchinson still here at right end, another Michigan Wolverine, and this is very funny. Just to put this in perspective, so Aiden Hutchinson went to Michigan, Tom Brady went to Michigan. When Tom Brady was playing at Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson wasn't even born yet. Aiden Hutchinson was born in the year 2000, and Tom Brady's last year as a Michigan Wolverine was 1999. So they now play together on the same team. So that is just absolutely redonkulous. Derek Anati is here at defensive tackle, as well as Aleem McNeil and Levi Onwuzurike. So nothing too crazy. Gerard Davis is the left outside linebacker, and former Cleveland Brown Sione Takitaki is there as well. Middle linebacker, they got 2-year, another Ohio State Buckeye, Connor Brewer, but he is injured. So Alex Anzalone will be taking the reps, as he does quite often in real life. Malcolm Rodriguez is the right linebacker. Corners, they got Chidobe Awuzie, superstar in this game. Aside from him, though, nobody really too crazy. Darius Williams, Isaiah Rodgers, Chris Burton. Chidobe Awuzie is good, but nobody else really besides him that I'm really too concerned about. Terrell Burgess is the free safety, strong safety. They got Taylor Rapp, Kicking the ball away is Cade York, another former Cleveland Brown, and punting the ball away is Jack Fox. So very interesting. Back at home here in CTS and taking on the apparently Tom Brady-led Detroit Lions. They're 4-5, we're 5-3, so not really sure what to expect from them. I mean, I expect a shootout and a great performance with any team we play because our team is still not great. You know, we are now a 79 rated overall team, but we're still not great. So any potential game could be a struggle. Looking to make it 2 in a row, back-to-back victories. So without further ado, let's get down to Central Texas Stadium and get ready for the game. So we are going to get to see the ageless wonder himself, Tom Brady, as we kick it off to the Lions here. Cannot believe this dude is 47 years old and still playing football on the Detroit Lions of all places, of all teams. How weird is it to see Tom Brady wearing number 4, too, might I add, but he is having a stellar campaign. Only 5 interceptions, tied for first place in the league in passing touchdowns and throwing the ball at a high level. So I guess, you know, as Pretty Ricky said back in the day, age ain't nothing but a number. I guess Tom Brady is, making that statement ring true today. So he will start in the trips bunch shotgun formation, gonna drop back, and he has his receiver wide open in the middle of the field, just refusing to go down. That is Curtis Samuel, picking up 12 on the opening sling of the game. So Tom Brady, is he gonna carve us up? Is he gonna make us look like a freaking Thanksgiving turkey today? I sure hope not, but it is Tom Brady. And anytime you deal with Tom Brady, that is always a possibility. But this time it's going to be DeAndre Swift. Jason Verrett couldn't get him, but the reinforcements do arrive. And we were able to limit DeAndre Swift to only a gain of 6. 2nd and 6 now. We're going to guess pass and shade inside. You guys know how I do. That's how I like to get down. And Tom slinging it to his receiver, TJ Hawkinson, but it was good coverage. And we batted that thing out of bounds at the very last second. So now we got the Lions in a 3rd down here. Let's see what they decide to do. Got some decent weapons over there on the right side. It's going to be a screen, though. It's going to be a screen. Can we get to DeAndre Swift? We do. Just barely. Thank you so much, Greedy Williams, for getting there. Not the best call at all. I would not call a screen pass on 3rd and 6, but you don't hear me arguing about it. They almost converted it, though, so I guess we're lucky, or else I would have been saying that was a good play. But okay, I'm fine with that. We do not allow the Lions to score on their opening possession, and Jack Fox just kicks it out of a terrible kick. We get the ball almost on the 40. Damon Sanders, the bald-headed bullet, the UAB Blazer, in his sophomore campaign, almost back to his 2-to-1 interception ratio here. Maybe we can make that happen today. I sure hope so. And I'm sure as heck gonna try my darndest to make sure that happens, but we are gonna have to wait to see Damon Sanders throw the ball, because our opening play of the game is going to be a give out of single back to Dom Fitzpatrick, who had a very good game last week. It's a kind of a nice block there. Alex Anzalone stopped it before it could really get materialized too much, but a gain of 6 is very, very good. I will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And now it is 2nd and 4. Got the ball here on the 44-yard line. We're going to stay in single back, see what develops. There's Jamal Agnew, and that's going to be picked. That was a terrible read by me. That is Darius Williams coming away with the interception. I thought that was T. Higgins over there at first, and I just assumed that it was. It was not. Jamal Agnew did not run a very good route. He kind of just stopped on a dime there, and Darius Williams picks it off. So not helping that touchdown interception ratio that I was just talking about. Oh, why do I do the things that I do? I will never understand that, man, but I do them anyways. And there's TJ Hawkinson on a nice route. John Johnson, Denzel Perryman were able to get him down, but not before the damage was done. And that was a golden opportunity that I just wasted. We forced the Lions to punt, and then what do? I do what I do best. You guys know this by now. I throw interceptions. That is, there's nothing that should come as a surprise for that. I've been known to chuck my fair share of picks, and I did there as well. So now Tom Brady is going to dump it down there to his fullback, Jimmy Craig, I think that was, and he picks up 5. 2nd and 5 now. Lions got good. That's going to be roughing. That's going to be roughing. Amon-Ra St. Brown catches it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be roughing. I drove Tom Brady
Crucial
into the
foul.
dirt. He's
Roughing the
47
passer.
years old, and my
Defense.
strategy is not to hurt this man, which I don't even think that you can hurt quarterbacks here in Madden 23. I have not seen it, I don't think, ever. And doesn't matter because now we gift them with an early Christmas present. They got the ball on the 6-yard line. Denzel Perryman coming in with some heat, and that is going to be Jimmy Craig, the fullback, going to take it on the dive. And just like that, because of my dumb error, my dumb mistake, the Lions actually strike first, which, seeing as how they got the ball first, I really wanted to draw first blood, but that did not happen. And now we kind of got our backs against the wall here and got to answer on this drive. All right, Damon, got to shake it off. Listen to the wise words of Mike Tomlin. He knows his stuff. You threw a pick on the last drive, but that's okay. It happens, brother. We're in the NFL. You're gonna chuck some picks. Don't let it define who you are as a human being. I'm getting philosophical on him today. 1st and 10 here. Let's see who gets open. It's McCole Hardman, who had a very big game last week in that victory against the Browns. And Damon Sanders, good for his first completion of the afternoon, coming off of that INT. That's always a good thing to see. But let's put it in the arms of the trusty Dom train. Dom Fitzpatrick had over 100 yards last week, which was good. He has been struggling as of late, kinda, and actually gets a very good block there. Can you shake him, man? Dom, not really the shaker. He is more of a power back, not so much the elusive back, but picks up a good chunk play on that one, and now we're very close to midfield. We'll come out of the shotgun here on 1st and 10, 1 yard away from midfield. So this drive going a little bit better, and there's Bruce Joyner with the secure catch. Good thing he had the secure catch going there because he would have got popped. He even did get popped, actually, going down to the turf, but that is what I like to see. Bruce Joyner, of course, Damon Sanders' favorite target. I talk about it all the time, and that time he converted. Got to watch that safety up there because T. Higgins could be in one-on-one coverage. Not sure. We're going to give him a chance. Go up, climb the ladder, T. Yes, T. Higgins, thank you. I knew that he was on a smaller corner, and now Shaq Mason just going to F5 him, Brock Lesnar style. But man, oh man, so nice to have T. Higgins. T. Higgins is kind of that F it, T's down there receiver. He's at F it, T's down there somewhere type of receiver. And I knew that we could potentially have single coverage if we got it, which we did. I was just going to let T climb the ladder. He clumb the ladder. I don't even know if that's a word. It's not. I got to stop talking because it's kick time. And you guys know I am not allowed to talk now when I do kicks, even though I just talked that whole time. But man, oh man, drive number 2, much different results than drive number 1, to say the least. Drive number 1 ended in the pick. That one ended in a T. Higgins Moss in the end zone. So now we knot this score up even 7-7, and we'll see what TB4, he's not TB12 anymore, we'll see what TB4 has in store for us. TB4 is going to come out in the 3 wide receiver shotgun formation, and it's going to be a screen again. It's going to be a screen again. We're right there to meet him, Robert Quinn, the man who just can't seem to stay healthy this season. He looked mighty healthy on that one, looking like Popeye eating his spinach out there as he just met DeAndre Swift in the backfield for a loss of 3. Do we have the stuff to get them off of the field? That is the question. How about a screen, Tom? Screen would be great. No, it's just going to be a give to DeAndre Swift, actually. Interesting call. Luckily, Jason Barrett was there to minimize the damage, play a little damage control. I got to be honest, he fooled me. I was not expecting inside zone run to Swift. I was completely sold out to stop the pass on that one. Tom Brady in the double halfback formation. Don't see that too often, but we're seeing it right now. Got a little pressure coming his way, and that's going to be a sack from Marcus Davenport. Yes, thank you so much. The combination of Marcus Davenport and Javon Hargrave, they've proved to be the dynamic duo so far in this campaign. They got about all of our sacks. And Marcus Davenport just got a big one there on Tom Brady. They will get this playoff, I'm sure, before the end of the first quarter. We're going to guess pass. We're going to shade over top. We're going to do our normal stuff. And that's not going to get it done, Tom. Just a little check down to DeAndre Swift. And yet again, we stop the Lions, and we're going to get the ball back. All right, end of the first. I mean, can't really be too mad at it. Yardage is almost identical. But of course, you got that boneheaded INT by me, but I think I'm more than made up for it with that high point to T. Higgins in the end zone. Or maybe T. Higgins made up for it. I don't know. Maybe he just made me look really good. And Lord knows I need all the help I can get in that category. But guess what? We're going to get the ball back. Jamal Agnew's not going to get any yards as we are met there and stuffed at the 18. So Brandon Wilson, backup quarterback, is giving Damon Sanders some advice on the good old tablet there. And Brandon Wilson, I don't know, brother. If it's ever a blowout, whether it be a blowout on our end or the defense's end, you will see the field. So I hope that it's going to be a blow. Oh, look at Dom shaking people, stiff-arming people, refusing to go down. Derrick Henry-esque. I was going to say I hope it's a blowout in our favor so I can bring in Brandon Wilson. Dom Fitzpatrick, man, check him out on the next-gen stats replay. He spun off of a defender there. He stiff-armed somebody. He threw somebody into the turf. Dom Fitzpatrick doing Dom Fitzpatrick type of things. Pigskin on the 41-yard line. So we'll come out single back and just see who wants to get open. I see Michael Blount Jr., our rookie there, picking up a nice solid gain of 5. So you know what? I am not mad at that at all. And I will take that. 2nd and 5 now. We're driving, looking pretty good here. We're going to try to maybe fool them on some play action. Hopefully we get some time and some protection. And there's McCole again. McCole Hardman making his presence felt in this game. So after that INT, Damon Sanders has been perfect. Now 7 for 8. And approaching the century mark in passing. I feel like we could have McCole Hardman in the corner here if we could just possibly get some time. Time is not always the easiest thing to come by. We're going to give him a shot, and I think he got the feet down. He did. Oh my God, tiptoeing, tap dancing, a little tapestry, if you will. Shout out to Brandon Gaudin.
Bruh.
We've been hearing that punchline here in Madden for like the last decade. But wow, McCole Hardman toe tapping on the sidelines. Chidobe Awuzie was right there running step for step with him, but at the end of the day, we get this thing on the 6-yard line, and man, oh man, what a dime, what a bullet, what a laser, absolute laser from Damon Sanders. I love to see that. So now our team is looking really good. We're going to bring in Khalid Kramer, our rookie out of Miami, and Alex Anzalone is going to be there to meet him for no gain. 2nd and goal here, coming out of single back. We might have T on this little slant. We actually don't. I don't like it, but can Sanders run it in? Oh, he got so close. And I was so scared that he was going to fumble it. He did not fumble it, luckily, and he gets this thing down to the 1-yard line. Yeah, we can't be putting Damon in situations like that, man. If we would have fumbled it on the 1-yard line, I would have been sad, a very sad boy indeed. But now it is time for Dom Fitzpatrick to eat. I know he's hungry, he is starving, and he just got a healthy dose of pay dirt. Pay dirt is on the menu today.
Yes.
And Dom Fitzpatrick now reaching 10 touchdowns on the season, which is very, very good. I love to see it. And just like that, we now score 13 unanswered points, looking to make it 14. So I got to be quiet. I'm not allowed to talk. So silence starts now. And see what happens when I don't talk? Tyler Bass makes good kicks. Man, oh man. What a response by this Armadillos team. We're rallying the troops, and now we are up 14-7. TB struggling a little bit after that good first drive, or good second drive, I should say, but maybe I should stop talking because we know TB can light it up at any given time, but he keeps leading Amon-Ra. He's looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown, his superstar wide receiver, but he just keeps leading him just a little bit too far. And now TB4 back in a 3rd down situation again. He has found himself in this good old pickle, this good old predicament a few times. This time he does not lead Amon-Ra St. Brown too far. He leads him to the perfect spot on the field. Tom now coming out of single back. Let's switch it up in audible into man. I think that is a good, smart move here, and he is going to find Amon-Ra St. Brown again. So after misfiring on the target to St. Brown a couple times, now he is starting to hit him. But we do got the Patriots. Oh my God, they got Tom Brady and I call them the Patriots. We do got the Lions back in another 3rd down, and it's not going to be a give to Swift this time. It is going to be almost an Alan Schmidt interception. And Brandon Griffin, not sure, the offensive lineman, is injured there for the Lions, but more importantly, they do pick up the first down. Isn't that so funny how things work? You're just so used to saying Brady and Patriots. I called the Lions the Patriots. No worries, though. It's going to be another gift to Swift, and this time he is met by Denzel Perryman and his buds for only a gain of 4. We're going to throw a little bit of pressure at Tom as he comes out in the pistol, which you don't see Tom coming out in the pistol too often. TJ Hawkinson gets it, but John Johnson III was able to limit him to only a gain of about 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. So now playbook is wide open. They could go pass, they could go run. Yes, those are the two things that you can call in football. This is going to be a run. This is going to be a run. I'm gearing up for it. I'm pinning my ears back. I knew it was, and DeAndre Swift just barely got it. I knew once I saw that pre-snap motion that it was going to be a run. Got to maybe think about using our timeouts here pretty soon, because I would like to get, what? That better be holding. There's no way that's going to be roughing, right? It can't be.
Personal foul.
All right.
The passer.
I guess it can be. Little nickel blitz on a Tuesday afternoon. Never heard anybody. Maybe Akeem Davis-Gaither can get to Tom. He tried. He got close. And that's going to be Jamison Williams tying this thing up. So, I mean, I guess glass half full. There's still a minute left, so we could still score. And you guys know I double dipped last episode. I really enjoyed that. It was very satiating. It satisfied my hunger to double dip like that. And I woke up hungry again today, looking to double dip again for a second game in a row. Never been a better time in the history of ever to call my PAX burst, which we are going to do right now. And actually, no, Joyner, I was looking for Joyner, but they were playing zone coverage, and I really just saw that that was about to be intercepted. I tapped into my clairvoyance and my psychic abilities, and I saw what was about to happen. But this could be another one-on-one Moss chance for T. Higgins. We're going to let him climb the ladder, and you cannot guard T. Higgins. Chidobe, or that's Darius Williams. Darius Williams, you cannot guard T. Higgins, my friend. You are too small. T. Higgins is too good, and I knew that was going to be one-on-one coverage, so I gave T. Higgins a chance, and he paid that thing off with some good yardage. Not calling my timeouts yet. I know I probably should, but I have a plan. We got 3 of them left. We're going to go screen game to Dom. Dom, can you get some blockers? And he doesn't really, so just going out of bounds. 12 seconds to go, all 3 timeouts, so playbook pretty open. I mean, 12 seconds, not a lot of time really to go here. So we'll come out empty, and there's John Mechie. I see him getting open, and now we are going to call a timeout here with 7 seconds. So probably a chance for maybe an end zone shot, but I'm okay if we get a field goal before halftime. All right, let's see what happens here. It's 1st and 10. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm not doing anything dumb. We're going to just give it to Khalid Kramer on the flat and be satisfied to kick a field goal and to go into this locker room up by 3. So time for me to silence. Silencing is good. Perfectly timed kick, and that's okay. I'm totally cool with that. 17-14 after starting with that horrendous interception. We at least find ourselves going into the locker room here at CTS with a slim lead, but we do get the ball. So that's good to see. Outpassing the Lions, outrushing the Lions. Only reason why we're not up by more is because of that interception. I don't think, you know what, I'm going to keep the offense. No, I'm going to change the offensive focus to throw it deep. I think that's what I want to do. I'm still going to defend this short pass because Tom Brady, that's what he's been doing all game, trying to get that dink and dunk action going. But I want these receivers to get maybe some better routes going, put Damon Sanders in some more favorable situations, and we'll just kind of see what happens. This could be Moss City again for T, or maybe one of the tight ends might have it. We're going to T, baby. We're going to T. Why go away from him? Darius Williams, you cannot guard T. Higgins. And there's Ronnie Stanley going down. So that is not good to see at all. But you cannot guard T. Higgins, Darius Williams. You are getting absolutely sunned. and I love it. Every time I see even the slightest sliver that it could be single coverage, I'm going to T. In T we trust, baby, but this time in dime we trust. We're going to try to kick it to the outside. Dom has some good blockers, but somehow the linebacker there, Jared Davis, was able to catch up to us, and that is not good as Ronnie Stanley now exits the game. You don't like to see that. He is our best offensive lineman. He also has that threat detector ability as well, which highlights the blitzers on 3rd and 4th down, so we're going to miss that. But now 2nd and 3, we're going to come out, play fake, and try to pass lead Bruce Joyner, which we do on the free-form completion. Do not forget about Bruce. I beg of you. We're talking about T. Higgins a lot in this game, and now he's frozen. That was actually Ronnie Ellerby, not Bruce Joyner. I swear that was Bruce Joyner, but I guess it wasn't. Try a little inside zone to rookie Khalid Kramer, and Khalid's actually got the speed, and he finds pay dirt as well. Yes, thank you so much. So we are firing on all cylinders, man. I was really upset when I threw that opening drive INT. You know, my controller, I had to fight myself to not launch it through my TV. I didn't launch it through my TV. Obviously, we still have a game going on here. But since that happened, we have brushed that off. We've brushed that dirt off of our shoulder, Jay-Z style, and we have not looked back since. We've been off to the races ever since that happened, and I'm here for it. Sign me up. Also, sign me up for a Tyler Bass extra point. It's going to go right down the uprights, and now we are up by 10. So double dip. It wasn't a full double dip. We didn't dunk that chicken nugget in there and slather it all around. But we dipped the edge of it in there. We took a little nibble. What am I talking about? I'm talking about we're up by 10. Let's see what kind of tricks Tom has up his sleeve here as we come out in our base 4-3 defense. Looks like it's going to be a give. No, it's not. It's Alan Schmidt. Haven't called his name in so long. Tom Brady, I've been waiting to say this one. You guys ready for it? Tom Brady, you, sir, just got Schmidted on. The 2-year man from Arizona State. Alan Schmidt, he hasn't really had any great plays, but he just shot into that backfield like a loose cannon and introduced Tom Brady. What do you think of the turf here at CTS? Do you like it? Is it cut good? Does it got that fresh grass smell? You can certainly analyze it, my friend, because you, sir, just got a huge helping of it. Armadillo's team coming alive. We got full momentum here, and I love it. I am here for it. Tom Brady just going to be content to, I guess, continue to give this thing to DeAndre Swift. Maybe we got him a little bit shook back there. I don't know. But this Armadillo's team, man, we came to play today. Suiting up and showing up. Still a lot of football left, though, so we can't be too complacent. But Tom gonna almost get sacked there again, and I love it. 47-year-old Tom Brady. Don't worry about going easy on this brother, man. Pile drive him, suplex him, F5 him into the turf. Whatever you got to do. And now we see Jack Fox coming back onto the field. Gonna punt this thing to Jamal Agnew, and we're playing great. We're just gonna fair catch it, not do anything crazy. We are just absolutely playing great. Chance to really open this thing up here. Got to get this screenshot of T. Higgins' yardage because he has 4 receptions for 114 yards and a touchdown. But now it is time to just slow things down here. Hop on this old locomotive that is named Dom Fitzpatrick. We're going to flip the play here, run it to the right side. Dom gets a good block, and he's out. He's out. He's out. Look at Dom. Look at Dom go, shaking everybody. Dom averaging 7.1 yards per carry. Everybody's looking good. Damon Sanders looking good. T. Higgins looking good. Our defense looking good. Dom Fitzpatrick looking good. Guys, we have arrived. We'll come out tight shotgun here. Ball is on the 36, so we'll see if somebody wants to get open here. It's going to be Joyner again. I think we freeform completioned it. Look at Joyner. Alex Anzalone, my friend, you are not going to catch that. Damon Sanders, the only incomplete pass that this man has in this game is that INT. So since throwing that interception, we have completed 16 straight passes. How about that for a freaking stat line, man? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's see if maybe Dom Fitzpatrick can get the edge here. T. Higgins, can you block? That's the question. We know you can catch. We know you can moss, but can you block? We're going to need you to block. Oh, what did I do? No, I lateraled it. Oh my God. No, I'm such an idiot. I pressed this button right here. I pressed this button right here. I did not mean to do that. I swear to God, if that is what causes me to let the Lions back into, I just hit it with my index finger, man. They need to get rid of that lateral button. Oh my God. L1. I hate L. I just hit it. I just hit it. I don't even know how I did it. I did that once before, way earlier in the season. And come on, man. Come the freak on. Are you kidding me? I just don't even believe that. My literal index finger, it's going to be a screen. Snuff that thing out. That's what the frick you get. That wasn't even, that was DeAndre Swift. Oh, I'm so frustrated, man. I'm so freaking frustrated. I wish that the lateral button did not even exist, or you had to press like 4 buttons in a row to do it. Because how often do you really lateral it? I mean, literally. The last play of the game, if you're looking for, and it doesn't even work anyways. I wish they would just make that like you got to hold L1, L2, square and X, or something crazy like that all at the same time. I'm so upset. I am so upset. I can't believe I just did that. I literally can't believe that I just did that, but I did it. I guess it makes for good content. You guys can make fun of me all day long and make fun. If you saw that pass, roast me in the comments. I want you to roast me in the comments right now if you saw that lateral, please. That's how I know you're still watching. Big hit there laid out by Akeem Davis-Gaither. And you know what? That's how I know this team is locked in and laser focused, because after a lateral by me, when we were in scoring distance, we forced the Lions to punt. And that's how I know that this team came to play. So I am going to make sure that I do not press this button right here. This button is off limits. It's off limits. We're not allowed to press it. 2nd and 7 here. We'll come out shotgun and try to hit Bruce Joyner in stride, and he catches it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big time Bruce. BTB, 3 receptions for 58 yards. That's exactly what we needed. And now I think that we're going to stay on the ground for a little bit. All right, so dumb lateral by me aside, look at how this Austin Armadillo's defense, only allowing 115 passing yards so far, less than 50 rushing yards, and we're playing great. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do. But the only downside is we may have lost Bruce Joyner for the game. Not sure. 2nd and 5 here. Let's see somebody get open, please. You know what? Let's throw it away, Sanders. Oh, my God. Damon almost got clothesline. Bruce Joyner is going to come back. Only muscle cramps, so not too bad there. Muscle cramps, just put some ice on that. Call in Shaq. Get some Ben Gay. Put it on that joint. And let's get back to work. So 3rd and 5 here. Let's pick this up, guys. Shall we? There's Bruce. Bruce Joyner. He says, muscle cramps, my left nut. I'm going to pick this up.
What?
And now Damon Sanders over 300 yards. Okay, 9 minutes to go in this ball game. We are going to try an outside run with Dom here. Hopefully, McCole Hardman can set a good block. We saw him do that earlier, and it didn't matter because Jared Davis was there. And now 2-year man Anton Flynn, the right end, goes down. So not good if you are a Detroit Lions fan, which I am not. You guys know, you can see from my backdrop here, I am Green Bay all day. And ooh, T. Higgins. This could be T. I'm not going to lie. No, it's not going to be T. It is going to be Bruce, though. And that could be roughing. Yes? Show me roughing. Roughing for 200. Ray, it's roughing. This ref, I don't know who you are, brother, but he has been calling roughing all day long. So far, it's worked out for the Lions, but that time it worked out in our favor and just exactly what I wanted to see. So now we are in no rush. It is Dom Fitzpatrick for as long as we can possibly allow it to be. Dom gets very close, and he is stopped on the 3-yard line. Why stick time, anybody? Although T. Higgins is getting pressed pretty tight there, he might still be able to get it. Damon Sanders, I think he was getting pressured or something, and he had to hurry up and get rid of that thing. But I think it still might be T. I am looking T's way. In T we trust. ITT, baby. Show me T. Higgins for 1,000. No, it's Jamal Agnew. Oh, that was a formation sub that I set up earlier. And doesn't matter. T. Higgins, Jamal Agnew, McCole Hardman, whatever the case may be, doesn't matter because our receivers do big things. And look at Tom Brady, man. He is absolutely livid. He has a helmet on already and he still threw one. So I guess he threw a teammate's helmet.
What?
Not 100% sure what that animation was. He was wearing a helmet and also throwing one. That just means Tom Brady is upset. And if I was Tom Brady, I would be upset too, because now it's 31-14. Lions picked up a couple of first downs, but now we got them in a 3rd and 9 here. So if they don't pick this up, we might be able to see Brandon Wilson, the newly created member of this Armadillos team. But as of right now, drive's still alive as TJ Hawkinson picks up a clutch one there indeed. But we are about 6 minutes away from back-to-back victories, which I am just elated about. I am just ecstatic about that. And we'll see where Tom decides to go. He's going to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but they're taking a lot of time off of this clock. That's the only thing. They are taking a lot of time off of this clock. And I'm fine with that. Take as much time off this clock. It's a screen. It's a screen. Read it, read it, read it, read it, and weep. Oh, no, I whiffed the tackle with Denzel Perryman. How does that? He fumbled it. Yes, hit stick. Who was that? I know Marcus Davenport recovered it, but who was that on the hit stick? Let me see. We almost got to Tom Brady, but I got to see who jarred this thing loose. It was Grant Delpit, number 22. And you know what? I'm doing it right now. Brandon Wilson, this is for you, brother. We are going to thrust you into action here because we have a sizable lead, and I'm confident that as long as I don't do anything dumb, that this one is over. And you know what? I hope you're watching this, Brandon Wilson. If you're watching this, please comment down below right now because you are in the game, brother. You are at the helm, and your first completion in the NFL is a 4-yard completion to Ronnie Ellerby, our tight end. So there you go. How about that? If you guys want to be on this Austin Armadillos team, as I mentioned pre-game, you could see yourself. We got Michael Blount Jr. in here. We got Brandon Wilson in here. Share this video on Facebook or Instagram, add me on those platforms, and so I can see it. And I will add you onto this Austin Armadillos team. It's got to be an auto-generated player, though, but still, you could see yourself. How cool would that be to see yourself under the big lights here at Central Texas Stadium? I think it'd be pretty cool. But this time, Brandon, I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to throw it away. And I probably shouldn't have done that because I wasn't even paying attention. It was actually 3rd down. So, all right. But at least you got to see yourself complete a pass. How about that? Round of applause for you. I should have called something different, but I wasn't paying attention. No worries, though. We're going to punt it back. And another could have been a big hit there, but it was not. And now Tom Brady coming back to the field. How about back-to-back victories for these Austin Armadillos? 2 in a row now. That game, we looked great. 31-14 victory. So you wouldn't have thought that that was going to be the case after that first drive, right? When I chucked that INT. But man, oh man, after that happened, we, dare I say, played a near flawless game. Defense was fired up. We didn't have any interceptions, but we did sack Tom Brady a few times. T. Higgins had a great game. Don Fitzpatrick had a good game. Bruce Joyner had a good game. We brought in backup quarterback Brandon Wilson, and that is how I expect this Austin Armadillos team to look here in year number 3. So let's take a look at the stats here, see how everyone did. Damon Sanders, only 3 incompletions, 87% completion rate, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, did have that 1 interception. Yeah, only blemish on his record. Tom Brady threw the ball 37 times. I mean, he was efficient, but not a lot of yards, and only found the end zone 1 time. And then Brandon Wilson, 1 for 2 for 4 yards. So that's pretty cool. Don Fitzpatrick goes over 100 yards for the 2nd straight game. Also, he found the end zone as well. So did Khalid Kramer. Khalid Kramer averaged over 5 yards per carry, which is awesome. And then taking a look at receiving here, DeAndre Swift caught 9 passes, but only for 28 yards. But here is the real superstar, T. Higgins. 4 receptions, 114 yards, only second game back from injury. Did find the end zone. Bruce Joyner played well. McCole Hardman, he might be hurt. That's not good to see. I don't recall that happening. Alex Anzalone, 17 tackles. Wow. But Robert Quinn, 3 TFLs. Marcus Davenport, 2 TFLs. Alan Schmidt, that big sack on Tom Brady. And that was exactly what this Armadillos team needed. You know, we had a really bad loss against the Bills. We shook that off, and now we have won 2 games in a row. So trying to keep pace in this competitive AFC South, this is the way that you want to do it. But it looks like McCole Hardman might be injured. No, it's Ronnie Stanley, even worse, out 4 weeks. That is not good. He's our best offensive lineman, and we are going to be sans Ronnie Stanley for the next 4 weeks. But if the Tennessee Titans lose this week, we will be sole owners of the #1 spot in the AFC South. And look who we play next week. The team that we have not beaten yet so far in this series. My most despised enemy, my arch nemesis, Indianapolis Colts. Could next week be the first time we beat them? You're not going to want to miss it. I can promise you that much. But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.